It's smooth and creamy and tastes like a truffle. This is a chocolate peanut butter pie, easy version. Let me show you how to make it. All right, before we get started on this chocolate peanut butter pie, I wanted to give you a few options. First of all, if you want to make your own crust, put it in a casserole dish, that's fine. You could use graham crackers and butter. You could use Oreo cookies and butter, just crunch them up. You could even take whole Oreo cookies, dip them in milk once, and line your casserole dish. That works well too. I would normally do that if I was going to like a potluck or something. Just, it's easy. It's just dip it out and have your pie. It works really great that way. Or you can take a regular pie crust, pre-bake it in the oven, and then once it's baked, pull it out, cool it down, and then put your layers of the pie in it. I'm actually going to be using just a store-bought graham cracker crust. Actually, I think this one's like chocolate and nuts or something, just because I'm not making a large amount today. This is a half recipe. Normally, I would double this and make 2 of these, or I might make a larger casserole type version of it. Either way, it doesn't matter. You do what you like to do. This was just something easy for me, and this is what we're using today. We're gonna start with melting the chocolate chips. The reason we want to start here is because these need to melt and they need to cool before we add them to the heavy whipping cream. Otherwise, they're going to break that whipping cream down. So the first thing we're gonna do, I'm just using the microwave to melt. This is 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. So I'm going to do that and I'll come right back. Now, let's start with the peanut butter base. This is gonna be what's on the bottom layer. You've probably seen this on other peanut butter pie recipes where you use a mixture of cream cheese, powdered sugar, peanut butter. That's exactly what we're doing for this. And this will be the bottom layer. So for this, I'm using 4 ounces of cream cheese that's been softened, and it is very soft. And I'm using 1/2 cup of peanut butter. This is creamy peanut butter. If you would like to use crunchy peanut butter, that's fine. The brand of peanut butter doesn't really matter. To me, I've used several different kinds of brands, but we're just gonna pop that down into a bowl just like that. And then I'm going to add powdered sugar. For this amount, remember that I'm halving the recipe. So if this was a full recipe, you would do a full cup of peanut butter, an entire block of 8 ounces of cream cheese. I'm just using half and half. I'm going to add to this some powdered sugar. I'm going in with about, I'm going to do about 1/3 of a cup for that. And then we're going to use the mixer to mix this together really well. All right, so what we have is something that looks about like that. It's creamier than it appears on the video. All right, we're just gonna take this and put this to the side, and let's work on the heavy cream. For the peanut butter mixture, I'm working with 1/2 cup of heavy cream right into a separate bowl, and about a couple of tablespoons of powdered sugar. And we're just gonna whisk that. We're gonna whisk that until it becomes thick. All right, I can tell we're almost there, so I'm going to add some vanilla to this to give it a little more flavor, and then we'll combine the 2 mixtures. Something too you can keep in mind, you can use Cool Whip for this recipe, but I have found heavy cream, it holds up better than Cool Whip with this, especially if I want it to be a pie. In a pie form, you want that slice to look really nice and clean, and Cool Whip is not quite as stable as heavy cream is. So you can totally replace this with whipped topping if you'd like, but I like it better with the heavy cream. All right, you don't want to over whip heavy cream because it will start to break back down and turn into liquid if you're not careful. At this point, we're going to combine the peanut butter mixture with that heavy cream. And we're just gonna have it on a low speed. Normally, you know, people will say fold things in, and that's okay if you want to fold it in, but that peanut butter mixture, I think, needs a little more rigorous mixing than just folding. So we're just going to keep this on a low speed and just very gently pull it all together. All right, took a minute, but that's okay. This is just my little whipped cream spatula here. I'm just going to kind of clean up the sides of the bowl. And this is what that mixture looks like. Just like that. That's going to be the bottom layer of the pie. And just spread this around evenly in the bottom of this pie crust. Okay, so we've got our 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips that have melted, and they've cooled down. They're still melted, but they've cooled to a temperature that I can safely add them to the heavy cream. So we'll get the heavy cream started. I have 1 cup of heavy cream, and it's cold. You want to keep the heavy cream super cold as long as you can, because that just helps it work out so much better. I'm just putting in a dash of vanilla. You don't have to. I like it. And a couple of tablespoons. Actually, this is 1/6 of a cup of powdered sugar. And now we're just going to mix. All right, I've mixed that until it has pretty stiff peaks on it. You can see that's about what we want. We don't want it to just fall right off. And now we're going to pull in the chocolate chips that have been melted. I'm just going to pour those in. I'm just going to check the temperature of this one more time, so I don't want it to be too warm. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. And let me tell you, this tastes like a truffle. This mixture alone, probably this is going to be too much for that pie shell, and I know that, but I don't care. Why? Because I'm going to eat it. Because it's just delicious. And I hope you like it too. And you can fold that in if you like. I'm just going to go in again very slowly. Mix this together. You see that? It's wonderful. And then I'm just going to finish it off with the spatula here and just scrape down the sides. And then what we're going to do at this point is take this, put it right on top of that peanut butter layer. You can do a couple of things with this. You can leave the edges so that the peanut butter shows, or you can take this all the way to the edge. It doesn't matter. I'm going to top this off with a little more heavy whipping cream just for garnish, more or less, on top of it. And I also have some Reese cups in the freezer that I'm going to break apart and put on top. So when people look at it, they know that they're getting something with peanut butter in it. And you can see I had about that much left, which is going to go here for me. And you may be asking, why didn't you just make all that heavy whipping cream at one time? Because of the time. If you let that heavy whipping cream sit out at room temperature for too long, it's going to start getting too soft and it's hard to work with that way. And I wanted to make sure each of these layers are going to set up correctly. So I'll wash this and I'll be back. Okay, so I just had this 4-pack of Reese cups in the freezer. The reason I froze them is because I want this grated as a garnish for the top. And I'm just getting this done before they thaw. You don't have to do the grating. You can cut them up into little small pieces, or you could just use the miniature ones to put on top. I catered and have catered for a long time, and I'm always looking for ways to make things prettier. I found that I like to grate the chocolate that goes on top. All right, so we've got that grated. We're just going to set this to the side, and I'm going to take a 1/2 cup of heavy cream. This is just for garnishing the top, so we only need a 1/2 cup. I'll add a little vanilla to it, just a tiny bit of powdered sugar. That's probably a couple of teaspoons, and we're just going to whip that up, and we'll pop it on top of it. And it doesn't take much of this to go on top. I'm just going to start in the center. I hope you can see that. Let me pull that back. I just plop it in the center, and I'm just going to take it and just kind of spread it so it doesn't cover the entire top. Right in the center part of the pie. Doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes the most imperfect things are the most delicious. If you wanted to pipe this on, you could definitely pipe it on. I'm just going to kind of do that around and then go in with the garnishment. And I use 2 Reese cups for this. And I'm not wasting them. You could stop there. I could have stopped long before that, but I'm not wasting it. I've already got it grated, and this is not going anywhere. It's going to be in my house for us, and we're not that picky. This will refrigerate for at least 3 or 4 hours before you serve it. If you want to make it ahead of time, it's great to just make the day ahead. Again, that was just half of a recipe. Normally I would do 2 of these, or I would do these larger casserole dishes of this just to scoop out. But this is how you can make a chocolate peanut butter pie that tastes like a truffle.